matchup in store, as it'll be the Bisons of Austin taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. This taken in right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain...
And touchdown! Trey McBride. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bisons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
If you get a quarterback that comes in and makes himself serviceable, this is a very talented roster, and Joe Flacco showed that for the Cleveland. Let's go! Red cycle.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Bro, why the fuck is he so fucking tired? Like, bro, you don't even do shit.
Up at the 40-yard line.
Black Ultra. Real green. Black shot. Set.
Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. And this one too low. The Steelers are 2-11 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say. Winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Go pink. Steel, black.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Completes it to Austin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Lance again. That is incomplete. But you look at this defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only two of his first 5 passes, with a big third down coming up. He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
His touchdown to interception ratio, it has been historically low for him. His completion percentage has dropped significantly based off of his time at Houston. I think where the Dorsey hire is absolutely perfect is if you look at what Dorsey brought to Cam Newton and Josh Allen as quarterbacks coach, right? Because that's going to be the main part of his role. I think it's
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
A quarterbacks coach, if he's brought in as a quarterbacks coach, first year under Cam Newton, completion percentage,
again, it's Lance.
Touchdown to interception ratio, first year under Josh Allen, completion percentage, touchdown to interception ratio,
we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Year for the most part as the quarterback.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Better and better and better.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Same thing with Josh Allen. Good young talent, a little bit better, MVP candidate. They're looking to treat Watson very similar to that. I think it's the right move. You know, because obviously these past 2 seasons, especially with the injuries, he hasn't gotten in a rhythm. He hasn't gotten in a groove. I feel like you almost have to start over with Watson and treat him as a young talent quarterback. Trying him to get his
last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be getting refreshed and ready to roll.
And then one more aspect I like about a guy like Dorsey is we've been seeing great success lately with the player coach. A player who played in college, in the NFL, as a coach.
Oh, you just run right past the blocker.
Get a great college career, then comes over to the NFL, maybe a single stop career in the NFL. Nothing spectacular, but came around in it. Played for the Cleveland Browns as well, so there's that aspect under his belt. But this is a guy who I think he brings a lot to the table to the quarterback position. Late for the little players in that way. Say, hey, I've been there before, I've done that, heck, I've gone out and won a national championship before. So this is a guy who's been there.
All right, stop forcing the ball.
He seems to have success at helping develop the quarterback position. Seems exactly what the Browns need at this point.
And you bring up a great point in terms of exactly what the offense needs. Like you mentioned, this team is stacked with talent, especially when they're healthier. The injuries at running back from the offensive line really limited them. AFC, if Deshaun Watson can play up his potential, he doesn't really have to play up his full potential, he just gets a little bit better. That is the one weakness on this roster right now, because obviously all the dollars they put into Watson's contract. They have to go out and give a quarterback's coach, offensive coordinator, whatever you want to call him, to give Watson the best chance to return back to that glory. I think Dorsey is the right guy to do that. I think it's the
on second down. It's long. He's going to take it in for a steal touchdown. A great effort there.
When life gives you lemons, Domino's gives you free pizza.
Extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Bonds.
This video is brought to you by Patreon.com/WorstTake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord service, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos. Join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content
so
like this.
Leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Links are in the description down below.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Decision to get rid of Alex Mattell is a decision that, at least in the immediate backlash of it, has been more polarizing than I anticipated. For me, this is something that I felt like
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
End of the season, and I was worried that was going to kind of be a red herring.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to get this with McBride. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Look at the Steeler defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might say. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ah, come on. That was the fucking worst throw I ever seen you throw. Nigga, come on. What type of throw was that? This nigga's wide open. He's running over there.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There were going to be significant
in his own end zone, it's Lance.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so it went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
To throw from his end zone, Lance. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Young quarterbacks that are playing.
Lance going to throw.
They all play out the gun. They all play.
Tight end beat him like that? Like, come on, bro. Who was that?
7 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Was that Ward getting beat like that?
Really a sign of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep.
Oh, no.
They don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And the way that you do that is that you bring in new minds out there. And I thought that
on first down, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Solid win on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It depends on who they bring in, how familiar he is with the stuff they run.
7-7, our score after 1.
They go at it. Now again, just like the defensive coordinator.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
We did this with defensive coordinator, and it ended up with people carrying torches that they did not have to carry. Right? People who carry torches for Brian Flores that were like, oh, well, Jim Schwartz is in it. They carry that bullshit into the whole season. I'm not trying to do that.
Throwing now is Lance.
Thank you.
And it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Because that's what's important. The name that they hired to do that, we'll figure out if that guy fits, but I'm not going to be so fixated on the name that I'm going to assume that they didn't do something just because the name is different than the name that I would listen to. I have a philosophy, things that I'm going to add.
They'll run here with Sims, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
It was obvious to me when Deshaun was in there.
That's caught by Sims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Trying to adjust
well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
But first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Paying your bills on raises your credit score, right? Wrong. In fact, this is the first.
And again,
He'll drop to throw.
Could have said,
flush to his right.
I had the success with Joe Flacco.
That's caught. Touchdown.
Deshaun
Trey McBride with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
But making this change.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
That you get the most out of Deshaun Watson. And whether you like him or not, whether you trust in him or not.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, it's in your best interest.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
In order to get the most of whatever they can squeeze out of their season next year. And this is a very big, important step in doing so. So that all being said, the traits, the philosophy, all laid out before I name a single name. We can now talk about some of the names.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
Get the fuck out of here. He right there.
Teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Come on.
Johnson with a reception. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
You like the matchup, and that connection works. Just go to the drive. No reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Johnson. And the result here, a pick up of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good stuff in. Like it just was
on second down now. It's long. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Lance, and this one incomplete to a guy at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10.
What he likes to do with the run game and what Kevin was trying to push the run game into with the new hire. So all of these things tell me that the Browns are probably looking to run out the gun.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oswald's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he commits on the field.
Denver as the passing game coordinator and quarterback coach. Before that, he was the offensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings.
On that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Quarterback coach. And he was an assistant coach.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
It's not the most clean history, right? He hasn't been super successful everywhere he's been, but he's super young.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
To kind of bring some new elements to the Cleveland Browns. He's a senior offensive assistant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, they're short with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They could have a bigger impact on this offense and bring in a different mindset.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
What the fuck? What button is that? God damn. You know what? It was probably X.
As offensive coordinator, and you've got that relationship there with Kevin Stefanski, so that would be somewhere where you can move the offense forward. You bring in a younger guy who's still influenced by the same bases, right? That same
a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Influenced by Matt LaFleur and all that.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
This one is incomplete. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Right now, that team is currently in the playoffs.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Interview anybody till after the season.
He'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
A pretty long time to make that hire.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Passing game coordinator. It is Zach Robinson, who I believe is more like
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them,
get the fuck out of here.
You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Started. He's a former NFL player.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2010 to 2013. I'm talking about Zach Robinson.
Working from the gun. Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Lance.
Bringing in another guy from that same
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
RPO, I think Sean McVay's system.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Complex modern system.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there.
He's also
30 yards. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Quarterbacks coach in Carolina, running backs coach in Carolina, quarterbacks coach in Oakland as well. And then
extra point right down the middle.
No more locked doors.
He's the offensive coordinator in 2021 for Louisiana State.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
For the LA Rams. So both of those guys, I want to be surprised if Kevin's like, hey, let's
we'll see a return here from the end zone.
To be there so we can kind of bring in be able to bring in. I think this is a good idea, and I think this is good self-evaluation for Kevin Stefanski. He knew that innovation and integration with Deshaun Watson.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown.
He balling. He balling.
Second touchdown here in this.
He said, give me the rock, coach. Give me the rock.
Extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Keeping track of that with Rocket Money. I just found out that I've still been paying for Prime after I canceled my account.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Deshaun Watson.
Man, go ahead and get Bill O'Brien.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Most of his coaching experience is with Bill O'Brien. He is a Bill O'Brien and then transition into I can't believe I am blanking on the Tennessee Titans coach.
Here we go. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
3 names that are going to pop up.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
That you spend a ton of time talking.
Shotgun now for Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Now, Eric Bieniemy doesn't have any actual links to Deshaun Watson except for the
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hired as the Texans head coach in Houston.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
Come on with that dumbass pass, bro.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Damn.
And the Steelers will take look over here.
Thought she was going through that shit better than that, bro.
Feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Obviously be the biggest name that you can bring in. The most experienced.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
By the Washington Commanders. Knows it does, but his future is up in the air, at least in Washington. If you need a reminder of...
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So I wonder if those 2 times intersect Kevin Stefanski. Yep.
Goal line.
So Kevin Stefanski, during that time, the Eric Bieniemy was a running backs coach for the Minnesota Vikings. Was also with the Minnesota Vikings as an assistant to the head coach. So
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Honestly, for me, Eric Bieniemy would be like, if you could get him, I think that works out for everyone.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, illegal man downfield.
He's got a man, complete.
You got the fucking offensive lineman running out for a pass. Come on, Russ, call it.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Collaborating on both sides. It seems like Eric Bieniemy could be somebody to kind of bring those 2 pieces.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Of the Seattle Seahawks. Now again, he could get hired as the Seahawks head coach. I haven't heard much movement.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Time there, so he's a McVay timeline guy. He's a McVay coaching tree guy. And he's somebody who could bring you some of that Sean McVay stuff mixed in with a little bit of Pete Carroll. So Shane Waldron is also another.
Second down and 6 now.
Guy, age 44. So definitely somebody.
And they'll run it here. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Turn him around. That's all we got to do.
Get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Johnson, you're fired.
The Lance going to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance now on 1st down. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lance looks to throw again.
Oh!
His throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy
How the fuck they didn't let me jump?
People are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
First comment here is from Jay. He says, this is the Browns saying,
on play action, Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
Ah, come on.
And even 50 yards.
It's like, hey, let's find people who can collaborate with us and kind of help us push this offense forward, because right now...
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Sims. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Sims on the run. And he stopped immediately there. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
I love this move. It also gives us an opportunity to put fresh faces instead of seeing what's been doing since Stefanski got him. Both teams will already have fired.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons are able to add on to that lead.
That makes everything look similar.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Again, I do think that this is something that is necessary when you're in a division with as much continuity as the AFC.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Ravens and the Steelers all having fired the coach.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys want to set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So, when you have that much continuity, when you know you're going to be...
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Buzzwords can get us in trouble. What I mean by buzzwords is we'll say stuff like we need pre-snap motion, or we need, we need RPO and all of this. And they're not buzzwords, but like unless we explain why we feel like that is necessary to the offense.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
They couldn't figure out anything, and that's just not acceptable. The passing game, I think that they need to find ways to open things up downfield more often. If that includes pre-snap motion, if that includes RPOs, then so be it. But the overall goal is they want to create more explosive plays out of shotgun.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Lance eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. That's long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He didn't want to give up any soft.
Ooh, he caught it.
He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Again, it's Lance. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Lance. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Short one there to Fireview. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man. Because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
The overall body of work that he put together in, 5 games. He had one bad game, but 4 performances where you felt like, hey, you can definitely go pretty far.
Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action, now it's Lance. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Fireview, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
He was the quarterback that you had the highest point differential with. He was the quarterback you were most easy.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Like,
Ready?
I think.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So, yeah, that's my whole thing. Is we got to figure out what you have for this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Completes this one to Thornton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Why would you move? Why would you run the other way, dickhead?
Touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset him. That's outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And just shutting him off there. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Almost makes you think that they may have already been talking to him and that he might want to bring in his own guy to go running back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Ooh.
And, oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
I think they decided to step down because they wanted to bring in a run game coordinator. He didn't want to step down.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Lance. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Got a man complete.
Really?
It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
These guys, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
They showed that all the offense in the playoffs,
and this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before. That draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Offensive game or pass.
Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Austin, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12.